Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're going to explore the Theory of Knowledge TOK essay titles for the May 2025 IB exams. We'll break down each of the 6 titles, discuss what they're asking you to think about, and offer some possible suggestions for what you can investigate. If you're struggling to choose a title or figure out where to start, this video will help you get on the right track. Let's dive in. Let's start with the first question. Do historians and human scientists have an ethical obligation to follow the directive, "Do not ignore contradictory evidence"? This title touches on the ethical responsibilities of those who create and analyze knowledge. It's asking you to think about whether historians and human scientists, like sociologists or psychologists, must always present conflicting evidence, even if it complicates their findings. Possible suggestions for investigation. In history, consider how historians handle controversial events. For example, when documenting colonial histories, how often are alternative narratives like those from colonized societies left out? You could explore specific examples where contradictory evidence has been ignored or acknowledged, and discuss the ethical implications of each approach. In the human sciences, research how contradictory evidence is dealt with in fields like psychology. For instance, how do psychologists handle conflicting data about human behavior or mental health? Is there an ethical obligation to present all sides, or does focusing on a dominant narrative serve a purpose? This essay will likely lead you to explore the intersection of ethics, accuracy, and the responsibility to present a complete picture of history or human behavior. Next, let's explore the second title. Is our most revered knowledge more fragile than we assume it to be? This question challenges you to reflect on how stable or reliable our most cherished knowledge is. It suggests that what we take as absolute or revered might actually be built on fragile foundations, especially in the arts, and another area of knowledge. Possible suggestions for investigation. In the arts, you could look at how changing art movements, like modernism or surrealism, have disrupted what was once considered great art. How easily can our understanding of art be redefined or overturned? For instance, how did the rise of abstract art question centuries of representational painting? In a second area, like the natural sciences, think about scientific paradigms that have shifted dramatically over time. Consider how Newtonian physics was once revered as the ultimate truth, only for it to be transformed by Einstein's theory of relativity. Could other scientific theories we hold dear today be similarly fragile? This title encourages you to explore whether even the most solid-seeming knowledge can be shaken by new ideas, technologies, or perspectives. Moving on, we have the third question. How can we reconcile the relentless drive to pursue knowledge with the finite resources we have available? This title asks you to think about the balance between the endless human pursuit of knowledge and the practical limits we face, whether financial, environmental, or otherwise. You're encouraged to consider the natural sciences and one other area of knowledge. Possible suggestions for investigation. In the natural sciences, a good example is space exploration. Is it ethical or practical to continue investing billions into discovering other planets or galaxies when there are pressing issues here on Earth, such as poverty or climate change? You could explore whether our relentless curiosity is sustainable. Pair this with an area like economics or ethics, where resource allocation is key. How do we as a society decide which fields of knowledge are worth pursuing and which are not? What ethical dilemmas arise when we invest in some areas of knowledge at the expense of others? This question opens up discussions on prioritization and the sustainability of knowledge production in a world with limited resources. Next up is the question, do the ever-improving tools of an area of knowledge always result in improved knowledge? This title is asking you to investigate whether advancements in tools, such as technology or methods, lead to better knowledge, or if there are limits to what these improvements can achieve. Possible suggestions for investigation. In the natural sciences, consider the development of cutting-edge technologies like the Large Hadron Collider or advanced telescopes. Have these tools provided deeper insights into the universe, or do they sometimes raise more questions than answers? Do more sophisticated tools always equate to a better understanding of reality? In the arts, the rise of digital tools and AI-generated art offers an interesting perspective. Have these technological advancements improved our ability to create and appreciate art, or have they simply produced more art without necessarily deepening our understanding of it? This question encourages you to examine whether advancements in tools always correlate with better or deeper knowledge, or if there are cases where technology has little impact on the quality of understanding. Now let's take a look at the fifth question. To what extent do you agree with the claim, "All models are wrong but some are useful"? This quote, attributed to statistician George Box, is a great starting point for exploring the limitations and utility of models. Models, whether in science, mathematics, or social sciences, are always simplifications of reality, but that doesn't mean they don't serve a purpose. Possible suggestions for investigation. In mathematics, statistical models are often used to predict trends or outcomes. Even though these models are based on assumptions that simplify real-world complexities, they're still incredibly useful in fields like economics, medicine, or climate science. You could explore the balance between usefulness and accuracy in mathematical modeling. In physics or economics, look at predictive models. For instance, weather models aren't always accurate, but they're still essential for planning and survival. How do these models function, and what makes them useful, even when they aren't perfect representations of reality? This essay offers a fascinating opportunity to explore the relationship between simplification and utility, and to ask when it's acceptable for knowledge to be wrong, as long as it's helpful. Finally, we have the sixth question. Does acquiring knowledge destroy our sense of wonder? This question challenges you to reflect on whether learning more about something takes away its mystery and wonder, or whether it actually enhances our appreciation of it. You're invited to explore two areas of knowledge to answer this. Possible suggestions for investigation. In the natural sciences, you might look at how understanding complex phenomena, like black holes, the origins of the universe, or even human consciousness, affects our sense of awe. Does knowing more about these mysteries take away their magic, or does it make them even more fascinating? In the arts, you could explore how learning the techniques or symbolism behind a masterpiece affects your enjoyment of it. Does knowing more about an artist's intent or process make you appreciate the work more, or does it diminish its emotional impact? This is a deeply personal and philosophical question that will encourage you to think about your own relationship with learning and curiosity. So there you have it. Those are the 6 prescribed TOK essay titles for May 2025. Each of these questions opens up rich areas of investigation and encourages you to think critically about the nature of knowledge. Whether you're focusing on ethics, the fragility of knowledge, or the impact of technology, there's plenty of room to explore multiple perspectives. I hope these suggestions help you get started. If you're still not sure which title to pick, leave a comment below and we can discuss it further. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more TOK tips and IB content. Thanks for watching and good luck with your essay.